GPs have voted to scrap home visits in England as part of their normal day-to-day work, saying they are too overstretched. Doctors backed the idea at a medical conference last night. But the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, quickly dismissed the idea this morning, describing the move as a complete non-starter. Here's Max Walsh.
When we're sick, we go to our doctor's surgery. But if we're elderly, frail, or just struggling to leave the house, the GP can come to us. Home visits for many are a lifeline, but yesterday doctors voted to remove them from their core work, arguing they no longer have the capacity to offer them. A proposal the government promptly rejected.
This proposal from the GPs won't wash. Of course, GPs still need to do home visits. In the manifesto tomorrow, we're going to be announcing the funding for the commitment to deliver the 6,000 extra GPs, as well as the other practice staff, to make sure people can get appointments.
But critics say they've already failed to deliver. In 2015, the government made a similar pledge for an extra 5,000 GPs by 2020, but this number has actually fallen. Dr. Julian Spinks was part of the local medical committee who proposed the motion to reduce visits to patients' homes. He says GPs are overstretched.
What it's about is trying to get a balance so that GPs can do all the workload they need at their practices, whilst people who need house calls getting them. So, for example, for complex cases, GPs will still be going out if someone is end of life, for example. But for other cases, it may be that it's better suited to have someone like a paramedic going out who can visit quicker so people get more prompt treatment.
Home visits are a very important part of what a GP does, but the NHS is so underfunded and they're so overstretched. They're saying, as a point of desperation, they can no longer continue those home visits. I think this is a siren call to all of us, a siren call that the funding of the NHS has to be increased so that GPs can undertake those home visits.
GPs insist this is not the end of home visits, but something that must be properly resourced. Another sign, they say, that change is urgently needed in the NHS. Max Walsh, ITV News.